Henry Cavill's good looks and strong voice make him a natural fit to play Superman, but getting into godlike shape to play the last son of Krypton is a superhuman feat in and of itself. How exactly did Cavill make himself faster than a speeding bullet and more powerful than a locomotive? Let's find out. Exclusive Gym. In order to turn himself into the Man of Steel, Henry Cavill turned to the exclusive Gym Jones, an invite-only gym known for training athletes, military personnel, and the cast of 300. Gym Jones is not your warm and cozy neighborhood Pilates studio. The gym prides itself on having no televisions, no machines, no mirrors, and no comfortable places to sit. And apparently their walls have seen a fair share of breakdowns, both physical and psychological. Pushing limits. Cavill's training regimen essentially pushed him into the realm of the superhuman. He explained, "I'm training 2.5 hours a day, pushing my body beyond its normal limits."
It's not just a physical thing, but a psychological thing as well.
Cavill recalled to shortlist one particularly excruciating moment with his trainer, Mark Twight, during which Cavill said he was doing some horrible rowing sprint thing, and I said, "I can't do this, Mark. I can't. I'm done." And he said, "No, you're not. Don't listen to the lies." I kept on pulling and pulling until suddenly I realized I'd finished. Strong foundation. Getting big is one thing, staying Superman-sized, however, is an entirely different story.
Yeah, well, gotta up the game every year.
Henry Cavill's twice-daily training sessions may have helped him get jacked, but once filming actually started, that regimen went out the window. Still, the Man of Steel was able to minimize the detrimental effects of a reduced workout regimen, thanks to the ultra-solid muscle base it built. Twight explained, "Stable fitness requires a wide, solid foundation. The deeper that foundation, the more stable that condition will be, and the easier it is to maintain." Catching Z's. Before Cavill even started training, Twight laid down one extremely important stipulation. The actor needed to get 9 to 10 hours of sleep every single night for 5 months. Twight explained to Muscle and Fitness, "If you don't get the sleep, if you can't recover, then we can't continue with this training and we won't achieve the objective. The HGH and testosterone secretion that happens during these deep sleep cycles is super important." The tailpipe. Cavill's trainer highly recommends ending any Superman workout with something he likes to call the tailpipe, which was given its name because, as Twight says, quote, "When you're done, it feels like you've been sucking on the tailpipe of a car." Basically, you row 250 meters at full speed, then hold two 24-kilogram kettlebells in the rack position, and repeat 3 times. After that, your lungs will certainly feel the burn, and you'll be able to get more out of each subsequent workout, thanks to the increased lung capacity and stamina. Can't skip cardio. Many people looking to bulk up don't get in enough cardio, which does a lot more than just make you faster than a speeding bullet. Cavill strength coach Michael Blevins explained to Men's Fitness, "There's a misconception that cardio will negatively impact muscle. A larger work capacity can allow you to train harder and longer. Building muscle without conditioning is akin to having an impressive engine without a gas tank. It's worthless." Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of Cavill's favorite ways to stay in shape is by practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. However, the actor doesn't just dabble in the martial art, he trains with the best. Cavill frequently takes lessons from 10-time Jiu-Jitsu world champion Roger Gracie. In an Instagram post, he wrote, "My BJJ has slipped by the wayside a bit with my focus being on work, but it's now time to get back into it. Such an enjoyable way to train." Chow down. While training to become Superman, Cavill would generally eat between 3,500 and 5,000 calories per day, including regular post-workout shakes. He explained, "You've got to eat protein first, then a little bit of carbs. You've got to keep your hunger levels going."
Unfortunately, Guinness is what I crave, so it's not ideal for the six-pack abs.
Getting 5,000 calories meant roughly 6 meals per day. HenryCavill.org lists samples of the 3,500 and 5,000 calorie meal plans on their Man of Steel workout and diet page. Strength of character. Anyone can hire some skilled personal trainers and put down a bunch of calories to get ripped, but playing Superman requires more than simply lifting heavy objects and exhibiting lightning speed. Being Superman requires inner strength. Twight told Muscle and Fitness, "Genuine accomplishment looks and feels different. It cannot be faked. By doing physically difficult things, by changing his body of his own will, Henry changed his attitude and his bearing. He looked huge, he walked huge, his attitude broadcast his physical capability."